Alrighty guys, I have a super easy recipe for these Chinese fried dough sticks, and they are super crispy and soft in the middle, and really nothing compares to frying them fresh. And they can be used in congee or the noodle sticks that you guys see in dim sum. And then there are also these rice rolls that they sell on the street that is an amazing snack. So many uses for them, and I know that you guys are gonna love this recipe, so here it goes. Okay, so really simple recipe. This actually only makes 2 dough sticks, so if you want to make more, just multiply the recipe. I have 1 cup of flour, and then followed by a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that is just enough to kind of lightly flavor the whole thing. So just make sure that everything is nice and mixed before you add your liquid ingredients, which is basically 1/3 cup of water, and then about a teaspoon of oil, which will keep these guys nice and kind of like light, and also from drying out. So with dough, it's all about feel. I didn't add all of the water at the beginning, but just kind of a little bit at a time, just until the dough ball starts coming together, and making sure that it's not really too wet. And once you get it to that stage, to basically knead it for about 2 to 3 minutes. The gluten will definitely start developing, so it'll get harder to knead, but eventually you'll get it to like a nice soft stage like this. Put it into the refrigerator either overnight or for about like 4 hours or so, because you want this guy to relax before you roll it out and cut it and do everything else. So after a couple of hours, you want to just turn this out on a lightly floured surface, and then using a rolling pin to roll it into about, I'd say like a 1/2 inch thick. And essentially you're rolling out a rectangle, and you want the height to be about 4 inches. So we're gonna cut 4 strips from this and then stack one on top of the other to create kind of that classic Chinese fried dough stick shape. Now, using a chopstick, I'm going to go down the middle and make an indent. So don't worry about doing this too hard, because if you don't do it hard enough, the tops and the bottoms, they don't stick together, and then once you fry them, they end up breaking apart. So just don't worry, squish it down there, and it should be fine. So see how that looks? That's really gonna puff up once you start frying them. So at this point, you wanna leave them there for about like 15 to 30 minutes, just so that they can relax before you put them into the oil. So I have my oil at around 375 to 400, and you want it to be at an okay heat so that the dough doesn't really end up absorbing all of the oil instead. So check out what I'm doing right now. So this is part of the reason for the rest is right as I'm putting it in, you just want to stretch the dough out some more. So this is going to help get that nice long dough stick shape. So really important as you're frying it to make sure to continually kind of turn it so that not one side burns. And also, because the dough sticks brown so easily, sometimes the middles don't end up getting cooked. So just continue rotating it every now and then afterwards drain it and then put it onto a piece of paper towel to rest. See how these guys turned out? Just nice and brown and crispy and amazing. Honestly, it really does not compare to the frozen ones at all, because these are fresh, so they are lighter on the inside and then crispy on the outside. It's just the best. just wanted to cut in there so that you can actually see the shape and kind of it's sort of like a flour. Inside really nice and soft, and then outside nice and crispy. So you can really put it into anything. You can put it into congee like I said before, or those rice rolls. So plenty of really cool recipes actually with this coming up. As usual guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and please like and subscribe if you do want to see more, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!